when we are little, let's say we're 1, 2 years old, which is where a lot, this young stage is when a lot of this starts. When we're little, we've got a little bitty aura like this. And then we've got an adult called a parent who has a huge aura like this in comparison. Now, this big aura talks to this little aura. You're no good. You're never going to be any good. Or whatever energy comes at the child takes in. And let's say the aura of the parent is like 10 times greater than the aura of the child. It comes in at a 10-time velocity. Something 10 times bigger than you is putting this threatening energy into you. And at that moment, what happens in trauma, the other part of the trauma is if we aren't able to process it in the moment, like when we're running, we actually take that. Right now, I can't process it. I just react. I'm going to run. So we take that, we put it in our field. And we put it in our field so that we can process it later. So that fear, we're in reaction, we're in movement now, we're either fighting or we're withdrawing. Hopefully we'll go over the different ways that we react later. But however we react, we go into this reaction, we take that trauma itself and put it in our field. And it's in our field at 10-to-1 velocity. Meaning, after we finish running, that's when we're shaking it off and the adrenaline comes out, that's when that unresolved piece melts. But if the adrenaline's there, we don't resolve it, and we stop that process, or there's no resolution and we can't release that because I don't know what happened, or I don't know what, if we're still like, then that stays in the field. Are you following me so far? Stays in the field, and once that's over and we don't release the adrenaline in that moment, then that incident closes, that because that's a portal that happened. You're in this high state, the adrenaline state, everything's happening. We put this energy here, and while that adrenaline is running, if that adrenaline runs out, all that energy goes with it, and there's a resolution to the energy. But if we stop it midway, which happens in trauma, like that's the moment the car hits, or that's the moment that the child takes that hit, and from their caretaker, their mode of survival right now is threatening them. They can't do anything with it. And it gets held. And it will get held until that velocity comes back to release it. Meaning the next time you go into heightened state, next time there's a threat that you feel like you've blown, like, oh, the threat's back, or Sai Maa walks in the room, suddenly energy comes up and suddenly all this starts coming forward. Whenever you go into a heightened field of energy, then the body goes, oh, okay, now can I release it? That's what it's doing. So it comes up to be released. That fear, that feeling, whatever that was non-resolved, it comes, okay, I'm ready to go now. But then as humans, what do? We go, no, 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 you can't feel that. No, that, and then what it is then it comes up, and then you're putting it back down again. Now, it's not from the body's perspective, it's not something that happened 20 years ago. It's a trauma that's just been re-traumatized over and over and over again. Every time we hold it down, we push it back in, it gets re-traumatized, or it gets refreshed in the system, brought into the now.